can push too. The church, read. It blessed is him that, because he. Gotcha. You looked up some stuff, right? And you found out that this wasn't the man that's in the Bible, right?
This is what Da Vinci created this little image way back in the day.
So this, but
when you read the Bible, Jesus was described as a black man.
That's right. So where can I find that?
But you think of as I can't remember the scripture, but I remember when I was a kid, even in the fans in church. You know, I felt like from day one they have set themselves on stage. Okay. So for this image right, okay, everybody, even the black churches, they have this fan. They waving this fan around. There's white men on there, and Jesus couldn't possibly have been white. And it never hit me to that day. I came out and heard you guys talking, and I was thinking and thinking. You just never think about it. You realize, okay, if the deception started way back from then, what else did they about?
If they lied about this,
what else?
About who our Savior Christ is, and they call you African American, what is your nationality then? Because now they've been calling us Negro, color, black, African American, Afro American, all these terms, and that's what they call us, right? And they've been changing it every 5 to 10 years, right? Right. So what is your true nationality according to the Bible? Because if they're gonna lie about this, they're gonna lie about what they called you. Right. You understand? Give me that in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. Watch this. This is a prophecy that this will happen. Watch.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. Who oppresses and exalt himself above.
Who opposes?
Who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God.
So this man opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God. Right. Read.
Or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God.
So this man sits in the temple of God. In the temples of God, what do you see?
Bring it up.
Man right here. Bring it up. So the man that created this sitteth in the temple of God. Read.
Showing himself that he is God.
So the man that sitteth in the temple of God, he shows himself that he is God. Meaning he puts his images in the churches and acts as if he's God. Read.
Right.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things.
So Paul prophesied that these things would happen. Right. In these days, we are living that prophecy. So guess what? That's 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. So watch this. Now give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. Let's go there. Because now that you know that you've been lied to, now it's time to learn your true identity. At the end of the day, this don't matter if you don't know who you is. It don't matter. Give me that. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
It shall come to pass. I mean, it's a future prophecy. All we reading is prophecy right now. Read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
This is Moses talking to the Israelites. He said if they will not listen to God, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
To do what?
All his commandments.
Hey, in the church they say we don't got to keep the commandments. We don't got to keep the laws. But Moses said if you don't do what?
Keep all his commandments. And do his statutes. Which I command thee this day. That all these curses.
All these what?
Curses.
Hey, is a curse a good thing?
No.
So God said if you don't keep God's commandments, Moses said if you don't keep God's commandments, all these curses, read,
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And overtake thee. So the curses came on a certain people and they overtook them. Let's read what the curses is. Give me 48. Let's see if we can identify to these curses, right?
Bring it up.
Because a certain people had to go through these things to show them who they was. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
God says that this people, if they don't listen to him to do his commandments, these people are going to have to serve their enemies. I just raised this up, right? What happened to us about 300 years ago?
Slavery.
300, 400, 500 years ago.
Yeah,
what?
Slavery.
Read that again.
Therefore shall thou serve thine enemies.
God says if we don't keep his commandments, that we was going to have to serve our enemies.
That's right.
We was going to have to serve our enemies. Read.
Which the Lord shall sin against thee.
Who sent them against us?
The Lord shall sin against thee.
Who sent the white man against us, bro?
The Lord.
The Lord.
That's right.
Why?
We didn't keep his commandments.
We didn't keep his commandments. Read.
In hunger?
In what?
In hunger?
Hey, guess what? Back then, if we wanted to eat, who we had to go to?
Go to the white man.
We had to go to the white man, right?
That's right.
Read.
And in thirst?
And in thirst. So guess what? In hunger, if we want to eat, we got to go to 99 cent store. Who own that?
Right. White man.
You want to stop and get some gas, and you want something to eat at the gas station, who own that?
Get out.
You want to go right here to the, okay, not that one. Pizza place right here. Who own that?
The white man.
White man, right? This whole plaza, who own that?
White man on it.
The white man own it. Your enemy own everything. You got to go to them to get everything, Read. And then what?
And in nakedness?
And in nakedness. Hold on. First it said in thirst, right? It said in thirst, right? Who own Aquafina?
Bring it out.
Huh? Who own Alhambra? Who own Crystal Geyser?
Teach up.
Who own all these water resources? Who own them?
Water bill.
So God says, if you don't listen to me, I will bring all these curses upon you. And I'm going to send your enemies against you. And you're going to go to them for everything. Water, hunger, thirst, and what else? In nakedness?
In nakedness.
In nakedness. The clothes that we got on our back, right? Guess what? We got black people that own clothing companies, right? But who own the raw textile?
Bring it out.
Who own the things that sell them the raw textile to make those clothes? The white man, right? Read on.
And in want of all things.
I'm pretty sure you got a driver's license in your back pocket. Where you get that from?
DMV.
DMV, right? God says, I'm going to send your enemy against you, and you're going to have to go to them for everything that you need.
Bank loans to buy a house, everything.
Exactly, right?
That's right.
Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Hey, bro, what's this? That's yoke of iron, right?
Bring it up.
God says, and that same enemy shall put a yoke of iron upon your neck.
Right.
You understand? Look, we are the people of this book.
That's
It's
right.
time we wake up. You understand? It's about time we wake up. Because if we keep living the way we doing, we're going to continue in these curses. If the problem was not keeping the commandments, then what is the solution?
Keep the commandments.
Keep the commandments, bruh.
That's right.
So guess what? Your nationality is an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
You understand? And it's time that you claim that and keep your heritage.
Bring it out.
You gotta come back to your nationality and start keeping your heritage. That's what disconnected us from God. You understand? Give me Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. Watch this.
Bring it out.
What you gotta understand is, if we continue to walk in darkness, look at your people, look at your neighborhoods, it's gonna stay like this. It ain't gonna do nothing but get worse. But it start with you. You older than me. Guess what? I'm pretty sure you probably got kids, right?
Yeah.
You gotta teach your kids. Your kids can teach their kids. You understand? And we gotta come back. Read.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage.
God says, thou even thyself shall discontinue. What does that mean? What does discontinue mean?
Discontinue, no longer have, cancel out.
Right. You shall be
done
cut
with.
off
Cut off.
Right.
from your heritage.
Right.
That's what God says. Thou even thyself shall be discontinued from thine heritage. What?
That I gave thee.
That what?
That I gave thee.
God gave us a heritage. And we was discontinued from it. Now they give you African American, black. Look, niggas sag your pants, smoke weed,
Right.
hang on the corner.
Right.
We're gonna take the drugs from you and throw you in jail and put the drugs right back.
That's right.
Now that's what they gave you. Because you didn't serve God. Go back to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 46.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46.
Watch this.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So these curses shall be upon you for a sign. For a sign. How I know that's Arco? Because the sign say so.
Right.
How I know that this is a pay loan place? Because the sign say so.
Right.
You understand? So a sign identifies something. These same curses that we reading are upon a certain people to show who these people are. You understand?
Yeah.
So they shall be upon thee for what? Read it again.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
And for a wonder, because people are gonna wonder, hey, who these people are. Well, if you read the curses, you're gonna figure out who these people is. Read.
And upon thy seed
And upon thy
forever.
what?
Seed forever.
Guess what? from this time all the way until now, we've been having children. It's gonna always be upon that seed forever. That's what God said. Forever, the children of Israel are gonna be going through these curses to show them who they are. Because guess what? We've been discontinued from our heritage. God had to put something there. God had to put something there to bring us back to where we need to be. You understand? What's your name?
Robert.
Robert? Hey, Robert, guess what? What tribe are you from?
The tribe of Judah.
You from the tribe of Judah. Give me that in Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2. Because all our lives we've been told that the tribe of Judah looked like this man, right? With the curly temples, the Shirley temples, and the yarmulke and all that.
Right.
That's what we've been told, right? Let's see what the tribe of Judah look like in the Bible. Read that.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourning, and the gates thereof, language.
So it says Judah mourning, right? And the gates thereof, language. When it's talking about the gates, it's talking about the leaders of our people, right?
Right.
So the leaders of our people are lacking, right? Who we got? Who we got? The leaders of we got basketball players, Al Sharpton.
Right.
Are those good leaders?
No.
No, they're not. Bring it up. So the leaders of our people, language, read.
They are black.
They are what?
Black.
What tribe? What color is the tribe of Judah?
Black. Unto the ground.
Watch this. Step aside. Hey, your skin look like this? Is it brown?
It's brown, yeah.
It's black like unto the ground, right? Read that again. They are what?
Black. Unto the ground.
They are black unto the ground. That's what the tribe of Judah look like.
That's right.
So guess what? When they give us this image, give me Hebrews chapter 17 verse 7 verse 14. So when they give us this image, they give us this image because we don't read the Bible.
That's right.
That's a false image.
That's a false image. You got to understand. It just said Judah is black like unto the ground, right?
Right.
What tribe was Jesus Christ from? The tribe of Judah. So they can give you this and they can put it in your church because they know you're not gonna really read. It's time to read. Christ said, "Blessed is him that readeth," because he already knew. Gotcha. So here they already knew that once they give us this, they like, let me see how woke they is. Okay, they ain't woke yet, because we can put these in their churches.
Right.
Read that.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14. For it is evident
watch this. It is evident. How you doing, bruh? Hey, what's your name? Calvin. How you doing, bruh? And we out here teaching our people their history. This brother right here just learned what tribe he's from according to the Bible.
That's
What's
right.
your nationality?
Black.
Black. All right, watch this.
Bring it out.
That, Hebrews 7 verse 14.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14. For it is evident.
It is evident means proven. Read.
That our Lord sprang out of Judah.
It is evident that our Lord sprang from the tribe of Judah. What tribe is it? What color is the tribe of Judah?
Black.
They black, bruh. We just read that out the Bible, Jeremiah 14 and verse 2.
Used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.